There was a small town in India where a shy boy named Arif lived. He was quiet, intelligent, and hard-working, but he had one big fear: speaking English. Whenever the teacher asked him to read a line from the English book, Arif's hands started shaking. His heart beat fast. Words got stuck in his throat. His classmates laughed, some whispered behind his back, and some made fun of his accent. Arif felt small, embarrassed, and broken inside. One evening, after school, he sat alone on the rooftop. The sky was dark blue, and the cool wind touched his face. He whispered to himself, "Why can't I speak English like others? Maybe I'm just not good enough." His mother came and sat beside him. She looked at him with kindness in her eyes and said, "Arif, remember one thing. Nobody is born confident. Confidence is built, not gifted ****. These words touched Arif's heart. The next day, something unexpected happened. A new English teacher, Mr. Roy, joined the school. He was different from all the other teachers, soft-spoken, motivating, and full of positive energy. During the first class, he told the students, "English is not a talent. It is a skill, and skills are learned with practice." When Arif's turn came to speak, his voice trembled. But instead of scolding him, Mr. Roy smiled and said, "It's okay. Take your time. You only fail when you stop trying." For the first time, Arif felt safe. He tried again, and this time, he spoke a full sentence. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. That day changed everything. Every morning, Arif woke up early, sat near the window, and practiced reading English aloud. Sometimes he made mistakes. Sometimes he mispronounced words. But he kept going. At night, he stood in front of the mirror and practiced speaking as if he were talking to a crowd. His confidence grew slowly, like sunrise coming after a long night. One day, Mr. Roy announced an English storytelling competition. Arif's heart skipped a beat. His mind said, "Don't do it." But his inner voice said, "This is your chance." He signed up. For the next 2 weeks, Arif practiced every single day. He wrote a small motivational story, rehearsed it again and again, and even recorded his voice to improve pronunciation. On the day of the competition, the hall was full. Lights were bright. Students were chatting. Arif stood backstage, nervous but determined. When his name was announced, he walked onto the stage. His legs were shaking, but he remembered Mr. Roy's words. "You only fail when you stop trying." Arif took a deep breath and began speaking. At first, his voice was low. But as he continued, his confidence grew. His story became more expressive, his voice became clearer, and his eyes started shining. When he finished, there was silence for a moment. Then, the entire hall clapped. Even his classmates, who once laughed at him, were now cheering for him. Arif smiled, not because he won first prize, but because he had won something much bigger. He had won over his fear. After the competition, Mr. Roy put his hand on Arif's shoulder and said, "See, you had the voice inside you. You just needed the courage to use it." Arif realized something powerful that day. English is just a language. Mistakes are just steps. But confidence is a choice. ****. From that day forward, he promised himself to never stop learning, never stop practicing, and never stop believing in his own voice.